I had such a good time on this, and I think that what makes the movie good is that, you know, that was visible, versus we had such a good time on a movie that ultimately like took a lot of work to make look like something else. It doesn't feel like as such a group experience when other people enjoy it. You're like, how could you even relate to this? That was my experience. That had nothing to do with you. So in this case, because I had such a nice time on this movie, and I'm so proud of everyone, and I like loved them so much. I feel like all of a sudden, like people are in my like living room, and it feels good. It's really nice. Yeah. It was invigorating and so liberating to be so authentic and also kind of in the center of things. Like it was definitely not, typical, and it was so nice. So
I come from, from my point of view, you should be able to ice a cookie whenever you want.
Not at all.
I do want to say, but Mary, I'm glad you said the cookie decorating scene, because I feel like you all had us dying laughing. And my favorite thing from that scene
is just mentally like cool. I think that mostly in the past, my whole life, I just usually play very low status characters that are that have mental problems. So I've just been in that zone for a while, and I think that people are they just weren't ready for just the normal me.
Yeah.
Because I honestly felt like, yes, Riley was a doctor, and I was very excited to play a doctor. I'm sad that I didn't get to like have a scene where I was in scrubs or whatever, but there were a lot of things about the character that I was just very excited about, because I was like, I'm not crazy, I'm normal, and they're the crazy ones.
I can't wait to do it.
What have I done? I killed her.
That's not what I meant at all, but I love that that's what you thought it would be. It's like after you wash your hands.
Yeah.
What have I done? I learned so much from your costuming process, and how specific you were about who Abby needed to be.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah. Whites. It's now whites, everybody. Oh, I forgot to button my shirt up.
Are we taking our clothes off?
I have nothing on under this, but I'm game. I am game.
It's whites from now on.
Let's do it.
Is this what this is? Guys.
No, when you were putting your costume together, you were so specific about who this person was at this time in her life, where she didn't have to hide who she was, where her clothing was, both a product of and a freedom from like an intense amount of analysis and thought that went into articulating her identity when she was younger, when she wasn't out, when she first came out, and trying to be like, well, what kind of lesbian am I now? And it not being this. That's how you pronounce it. That's all over the internet. But yeah, just like a level of sensitivity and thought that I wasn't aware of, before we started making the movie together, about what this experience would be like, being thrust back into a closet, or just having to like compromise at all on how out you are, when the like full embrace of being out is such a huge monumental achievement over, the development of your life and your identity.
I had no way to prepare for it. I saw the clothes on the rack before Aubrey got there and before her fitting, and I was like, oh, we'll see. And then I saw the photos, and I was like, what? How is this happening?
You go back home and you think you can do like when you feel called out by a person, that speaks to the way the character is written, where your character is, and also the fact that you're both present and honest, cool actors. Like, it's really good that you felt that way. You're embarrassed. Yeah. You're like, oh, fuck.
Yeah. It was. I did feel embarrassed. But luckily nobody noticed that.
I want to be in surgery. I want someone's life pending on me.
Losing him.
I want to save someone's life. Is that too much to ask?
Okay.